Hello, today I'm going to do the fifth CSS exercise, descendant combinator. Alright, let's see. Understanding how combinators work can become a lot easier when you start playing around with them and see what exactly is affected by them. Okay. The goal of this exercise is to apply styles to elements that are descendants of another element while leaving elements that aren't descendants of that element unstyled. Remember descendants, if you review what descendants are when a content is within, right? A division is within another division, right? There's a big division here and a smaller division here and the smallest division right here. The big one has a class, the one inside has another class, and the one inside has another class. Let's say we want to address this item inside here. What we would do is do dot ancestor space. This space is important. Space and dot contents, right? And now that would select this one, but also notice it would also select C, because technically C is also inside here. Now if you were to do dot ancestor dot contents, then that would only do C. And this one wouldn't select D because this is not inside ancestor. Alright. You can use either type or class selectors for this exercise. Use whichever you may feel comfortable that you want to practice with more. The HTML file setup. And so no need to edit anything in it, such that any combination of selectors will work. So if you're feeling adventurous, you can even try combining a type and class selector for the descendant combinator. The properties you need to add are only the P elements that are descendants of the div elements should have a yellow background, red text, font size 20, and centered align. This should be styled. Okay. Let's download their index. But let's first make a folder. Let's go up to CSS exercise, make the R descendant. Descendant combinator. And then let's go inside that folder and code index.html. Let's copy this in there. All right. Oops, this is not what you want. Okay. All right, so if you look here, now there's a P inside the first div, and there's two P's outside of any div, and there are last two P's which are inside another div. So we're only trying to style the first one, the fourth one, and fifth one. So this one, and this one. Okay. And what they share in common is that they're all under a division class container, and they also have P class text. Alright, so let's code style CSS. So here we're going to first style. We're going to style container and text. So dot container space dot text. Right, so that should cover this one. And we're gonna add yellow background, yellow, and then red text, font size 20, center align, text align, center, save it. Alright, let's look at the page. Open index.html. Nope, it looks the same. Alright. Do the elements that contain that have the correct styles? Yes, yes. Let's look at the solution. Dot container dot text, and same thing, they just used they use this code instead of that. Now what I wanted to try is, what if we get rid of the space in the middle, right? What would that do? And we reload it. Now that, you see what that just happened? I got rid of the space in the middle. Let's say I put the space again and refresh it, it works. But if you get rid of the space, it doesn't work. That's because if you get rid of the space, that's selecting something with class both container and text, right? And I'll just add I don't know, I'll just add this one, right? Now that is describing this one. Yes. But this is different from this one because this is a descendant of container. It doesn't have container in its own class. So that's the difference. So let's put a space again and watch what it does. See, it styles this one instead of this one. Alright, so that's it.